gave you refuge. Meaning there was a time you had nothing, you had no one. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent not only Khadija radiallahu ta'ala and not only close companions, but then also you had friends. This is a huge reminder for us that you have to have people, good people in your life that you trust and rely on and that are close to you, that they can aid you in those times. That they can come give you a positive word, that they can give you a hug, that they can remind you that it's going to be okay. That we can get through this and we can get through it together. And make sure that you are also a friend like that. That when you have friends who are having those moments, that you're the kind of friend that says, I will hold your hand in this darkness. I will walk with you in this darkness until we find the light. The other next one is Allah Ta'ala then reminds him, like, weren't you were completely poor. You were destitute. Right? And I provided for you. Why is Allah reminding you? I'm the same Allah. I'm the same Allah. Right? That Allahu al-Razaq, Allahu al-Kareem, Allahu al-Qabid. There are moments of constriction, just like there are moments of vastness and generosity. And Allah is saying, in that constriction, there's lessons. You learn huge spiritual lessons. Right? Huge spiritual lessons. You only not just learn tawakkul, but you learn you learn that empathy for other people. In addition to alhamdulillah, this is a moment, it's easy to thank Allah when everything's going well. It's easy to thank Allah to say alhamdulillah when everything's going great. But can you praise Allah for the struggle? Can you say, Ya Allah, thank you for allowing me to feel a moment of how my brothers and sisters are feeling in Syria, or how my brothers and sisters are feeling in Iraq. Ya Allah, thank you for giving me a companionship with them that I could at least relate to them even for a moment. Ya Allah, thank you for a moment that I can feel what my beloved Messenger of Allah alayhi salatu wasalam was feeling when he tied 2 rocks to his stomach. And I know you loved him. Thank you for giving me a piece of that connection with him, a piece of his experience. Ya Allah, thank you. Thank you for that. I know when you give a hardship, you're purifying me. You're also erasing some of my sins. You're granting me maghfirah. Many times he's sharpening the sword. Right? He's sharpening the sword and making you stronger. Ya Allah, thank you for that. Thank you even for the moments of loneliness. Why? Because when the people are gone and I'm by myself, those are moments you learn to talk to Allah. In the blackout, when you've got no internet and your phone's not working, you've got no one else to talk to. It's in those moments you really learn how to make dua. You really learn how to make Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala your intimate friend, your intimate companion. And this is, subhanallah, it's in these moments that we have to almost put aside, right? Because in the darkness, and you've got no light on your phone, you can't pull up the dua that's on your phone. You can't, you don't have a light to open up the book. This is the moment when you start making dua from your heart. This is the moment you start talking to Allah with a realness, with a real humility. Not the thou and the thou shall and the all of the medieval English. You're like, Ya Allah, I need help. I'm in trouble. I've really messed up this time. Or Ya Allah, I'm just confused. And I know, subhanAllah, this session was for young people and young professionals, even though I'm not sure why they invited me then, because I think I'm past the age of young. But subhanAllah, you are in a dark time. We're in a time where, subhanAllah, people are running toward atheism. People are running towards secularism. People are running full force out of deen. And you are at a time where you have got to hold on tight. You've got to bring the light of knowledge in your life. You've got to bring the light of prayer in your life. You've got to bring the light of fasting. You've got to hold on to this deen even if it's by your teeth. You're not going to be able to just relate or just to rely on someone else's knowledge. You've got to delve into that Quran yourself and find yourself in it. Find your circumstances. Find your time. Your questions in it. Because wallahi, it's there. It's there. And then when it comes time for service, when you're serving people who are less fortunate, you realize it wasn't that dark after all. It wasn't that dark after all. That I still had Allah. So it wasn't that dark after all. I still had a book that was giving light and guidance. It wasn't that dark after all. But through those lessons, you're able